It's the normal show. It's the normal show.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Normal Show. As usual, I'm your host, Tyler. And we've got, again, as usual, we've got Big Dick Harry and Dave here. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Dick Harry. That's his new nickname. We're going to be calling him Big Dick Harry. So let's get some Big Dick Harrys in the comments below. Let's get that going. That's his new nickname. Big Dick Producer Harry. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I've been sipping some Casamigos on this fine Friday afternoon. It's been a good time. This is a really good excuse to just drink during the afternoon, is this podcast. I'm like, it's work. Sorry, Mom. I know you're a little bit concerned. It's work. I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing my job. I'm paying my bills this way. Excuse me if I'm a little bit off today. My stomach is a fucking nightmare, dude. My stomach feels like Hiroshima. It's unbelievable. I've got Hiroshima happening in my stomach. It is a nightmare. For those of you that don't know, I'm lactose intolerant, right? I've quit cheese for years. I mean, I've been off the cheese for several years. I haven't had pizza since I was in high school because I just got tired of white knuckling the toilet. And it's not even that, I don't know, the stomach pain and shitting blood and diarrhea and stuff is a problem, but also it, like, you know, my face breaks out, my face gets fat as shit, and then on top of that, I'm having diarrhea and hemorrhoids and all that stuff. So I finally decided that, you know, is cheese really that worth it? I don't think so. And I relapsed last night, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I relapsed, and I'm paying the price for it. I relapsed, and I'm paying the price. And I've always wondered, like, if being lactose intolerant is this much of an impediment on my day-to-day life, could I get a handicap sticker from this? You know? Could I get a handicap sticker? Harry, Big Dick Harry, pull that up. Can I get a handicap sticker for being lactose intolerant? Or at least like a card that's like, please let me shit in your establishment. I have lactose intolerance and I'm going to poop everywhere right now. Boom. To give to those, you know, gas station clerks that make you buy a pack of gum or something before you use their bathroom. Hold on.
One sec. Let me see.
Are lactose intolerant people veterans? Listen, I'll say it right now. I'll say it right now. I think people with lactose intolerance, some of them stronger than the Marines. You know?
Absolutely.
Especially
yeah.
depending on what's going on in the world. You know, like sometimes you're not even in war. I'm going to war every single day, and the battleground is my bathroom. I'm just saying, I feel like you could kind of finesse the system a little bit. I have a deviated septum. Maybe that could be something. That could be an angle we approach. I've got rosacea, contact dermatitis. I just feel like there's some ailment I have that I could make a handicap sticker out of, you know. But maybe not. Why do lactose intolerant people never seem to care that they're lactose intolerant?
I agree with this person.
Yeah, that usually is how it goes. I'm one of the few that care. I care. I just made a huge mistake last night, all right? I made a lapse in my judgment, which caused me to prolapse. You know what I'm saying? The lapse in my judgment caused a prolapse in my anus because I've been shitting my brains out. My stomach hurts so bad. The story, here's what happened, is I, you know, danced with the devil a little bit. I took an edible last night because I was... You know, I just wanted to sit down and watch some YouTube videos and be like, whoa, I am curious about the history of Disneyland's Fast Pass. What's going on there? Because sober, I don't give a fucking shit about that. So I took an edible and I got high. My sister made Alfredo. She made Alfredo for me, and I went out to the kitchen, and that little demon on my shoulder, he was chirping. the weed demon. He said,
You should take a bite of this.
and I said, no, what if my stomach hurts too bad? He said,
Shh.
he said, shh.
You're going to be fine. You haven't had cheese in years. What's a little bit of cheese going to do to you right now? You're fine. You haven't had cheese in years. You're going to be okay.
I'm like, I really, I got to record the podcast tomorrow. What if my stomach hurts? He said, shh.
You're going to be fine. Just take it, Tom's. And I was like,
You're right. And I had, for real, I had like 3 bites, and I am paying the price. My stomach is hurting so bad, and I'm trying to act normal right now. I really am, but it feels like I've got 2 rabid raccoons fighting, just tearing each other apart in my stomach right now. That is totally what it feels like. And the more I shit, the less relief I get, dude. I'm shitting, and then I get up from the shit, and it's right back. Like, it doesn't give me any relief at all. Best way to fix stomach ache.
Let's see this.
Let's give this a look, guys.
Yeah,
Hold
see
on.
if this will fix it.
Let's knock this out on the podcast.
Drink water, not helpful at all. Avoid laying down.
Yeah, I'm sure the Casamigos is really helping right now, too.
Mhm.
I'm sure that's really...
Brat diet. Okay. Shout out.
Okay. Shout out Charlie XCX. Let's go. Avoid drinking alcohol. All right. Okay. So this is where we stop reading this article.
Basil. Huh.
Aloe juice. What the hell is aloe juice? Rice. Did I eat rice like hell? I eat rice all the time.
Eating slower.
I eat uncomfortably fast. I will say that. I walk uncomfortably fast and I eat uncomfortably fast. Like when anytime like I'm going on dates and stuff, I have to be wary of how fast I'm eating. Because I, like in college, all the time, I would go on dates and I'd be like, and then I would be finished with their meal before they're even like halfway through their meal. And it's not even that I'm like gluttonous or anything. I'm an efficient guy. You know, I like to eat quickly. I walk quickly. Like I come up behind people very fast and it makes them very uncomfortable. And then I have to be like, I'm not like chasing down or anything. I'm a fast walker. My bad. What is this article we've got up? Is this more?
This
more
is not
tips
that
and
helpful.
tricks?
Except there's a sort of concerning image, which you can see, which is right here.
Dude, that was me like 30 minutes ago. That was me 30 minutes ago. Panties right at my knees, gripping my stomach. For real. I've always heard apple cider vinegar. That helps, I think, if you drink that stuff. Or maybe I made that up. I don't know. Anyways, I haven't had cheese in so long that I relapsed, and now I'm paying the price, and that's fine, you know? That's fine. And am I doing things to make it better? Probably not. Guys, what we're doing today is we're doing a truth or drink episode of the podcast. And it really is just an excuse for me to drink more alcohol. So that's what we're doing today. And I had to buy this Casamigos at like 11:30 a.m. at the grocery store across the street. I guess it is a Friday, so maybe I get a pass for that. But we got started on this recording late because I got stopped. I get recognized pretty often now, not to swing that dick around. No one is ever like,
"Oh my God, I'm your biggest fan." What?
it's always kind of like,
Are you that guy that posts? You play like Minecraft, and I think I've seen you on TikTok.
and I'm like, that is me. And they're like,
Nice.
it's never any sort of like,
Wow, what the fuck? Yes.
never that ever. But for those of you who don't know, this is obviously most of you watching this podcast would know, unless you're fans of strictly the podcast, in which case, hello. But, you know, I stream games and stuff, and I'm on TikTok and all that under the name HansumFella. That's my thing. HansumFella. So when people see me, and my TikTok username is just handsome guy. That's it. And I didn't realize this would, become what it is now. So I didn't really think much about the name. And now I wish I had rebranded to something differently, because when people in public are like,
Hey, it's handsome guy.
anyone that doesn't know me is like,
What the fuck are you talking about?
like today at the grocery store when I'm buying Casamigos at 11 in the morning on a Friday, this guy's like,
Hey, are you handsome guy?
I'm like, yes, hello. Hey, what's up, man? And then, there was a grocery store worker guy in his like 50s that was like,
handsome guy. You just call this fucking guy handsome?
it's like,
No, that's like his thing online. He like posts online.
and then now I have to explain to this old guy that I'm not like an underwear model or something. He's like,
Handsome guy. Enter. What do you do? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? You really call yourself handsome guy?
I'm like, listen, shut up, dude. You don't get it. You don't understand. So now I have to explain why this dude is calling me a handsome guy. And that happens like pretty often. And I guess what do I expect? I mean, that's the username. But it'll be like I've had experiences where like I've been at like events and I'm with like, a group of people and they're introducing me to other people as just straight up handsome. They're like,
Hey, here's handsome.
and the other people, if you don't know me, which most people do not, literally everyone was like,
What?
I was like,
I was like, is this your boyfriend or something? Is this your gay boyfriend?
I'm like, no, I'm not his gay boyfriend. That is my name online. He's like,
And here's handsome.
and I'm like, let me explain this. So that's cool. And I guess I did that to myself. I don't really know what I expect.
Were you ever thinking of doing a different username?
Dude, my username before HansumFella was Nitro Dong Streamed TV.
Oh, that's
Nitro.
fire.
Yeah, pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. My username on everything was Nitro Dong.
Nitro Dong Streams TV.
Yeah, and that was my Twitch name, was Nitro Dong Streams TV.
Dude. Okay.
And it's pretty hard, but not that brandable. So I switched. And it's just HansumFella, HANSUM. But like I ruminated on that name forever too. It was like days of me being like in the Spider-Man movie when Tobey Maguire is trying to come up with like the perfect costume for Spider-Man. He's like, there's like a big montage of him like ripping shit off the wall and like redrawing and stuff like that. That was me with the name. I was like, I couldn't let go of Nitro Dong. But now I'm like, God damn, what a name in real life. That's to hear that out loud and be like, here's handsome. I'm like, wow, what a fucking dickhead I look like. Hello.
Yeah, Nitro Dong Streams TV.
Oh, no way. I come up if you search up Nitro Dong Streams TV.
Right here.
Shit, dude. Wow.
You and then like internet routers.
Wow, I would have thought that I scrubbed that off the internet.
This internet router is called One Nuts.
Of course it is. And adding to the cart. One nuts doesn't even make sense. Wouldn't it be one nut?
That's what I'm thinking.
One nuts.
What is this website?
I don't know, this looks like.
This is cool. You don't hear too much about these guys anymore.
Yeah, they kind of fell off, honestly. You don't hear much about one nuts anymore. It used to be, that was all the rave back in the day. Wait, hey, contact. Hey, let's inquire now. I'd like to.
Skype? This launched a Skype.
Oh, shit. I don't have Skype anymore. I've had Skype since I played like Minecraft in 2010. I'd meet strangers on the internet via Skype on Minecraft. My parents would be like, listen, you can't be talking to strangers online. I'm like, shut up, Mom. And I just meet strangers on Minecraft. And I'd be talking on Skype with him. Then actually, I met a guy on Minecraft. I'm making it sound like it's Grindr or something, but I met a guy on Minecraft, and we used to Skype all the time. And, you know, he was my gaming buddy. And one time I said, like, suck my balls on Skype when I was in, like, 7th grade. And my mom heard that through the wall. And she was like, all right, computer's going in the kitchen. You can't be having these conversations. She put my whole computer setup in the kitchen. She exiled my computer to the kitchen, and I had to game in the kitchen. And I had a YouTube channel at the time. You know, 12-year-old me had a YouTube channel. I wish I could find these videos. And I try to record. And in every recording, you could hear my dad either snoring like fuck in the living room. He snores loud, dude. Shakes the foundation of the house. Or listening to, like, I don't know, Independence Day in the living room loud as fuck. Being like, hell yeah. Or he's being like, you know, he'd be yelling at my mom. And my mom would be like, you could hear, like, the clanging of dishes together. And I'd be like, hey, guys, welcome back to my Minecraft. Welcome back to my Minecraft world. And it'd be like, cling, 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 cling. Like, it was awful. And I remember I used to sit them down and be like, guys, I'm trying to make something big here. Guys, I'm on the cusp of something great. Please let me record. Please let me record. And I'd be like, please go to your bedroom. So I can record videos for, 11 people.
You know whatever happened to that guy?
He's probably dead now. I don't know what. I don't know what is up with that guy. I'm trying to think of some of those guys ended up. I kept up with a few of them over the course of time. I'm trying to think if there's anything crazy. I don't know. I feel like one day I'm just going to be like, so and so. I'll see a headline. It's like so and so murders his wife and children. And I'm like, yo, we used to play Minecraft together. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That was my dog when I was in 7th grade.
Damn, dude, is that Dick Lover 420?
And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Is that holy shit. Probably should have used his real name. We probably had to bleep.
Beep.
Probably have to bleep that. Probably gonna have to bleep that one out.
Yeah, we'll bleep mine too.
Anyways, guys, so listen up and listen good. On today's episode of The Normal Show, what we're going to do, it's a segment that, quite frankly, I came up with last night. I was thinking about it. I was like, I've never seen anyone on the internet do this before. It's called Truth or Drink.
It's The Normal Show.
So here's how this is going to work. We created a bunch of questions ourselves, and then we made this website. And we're going on this website that we created, by the way, and created the questions. And we are going to, not we, me, I am going to answer these questions. Or if I don't want to answer the question, I will opt to take a shot of this here Casamigos. So we've got some categories. We've got the dirty and sex category. Ooh, that's going to be real steamy. We've got party.
Yeah.
We've got popular. We've got extreme. So get ready for this. It's going to be a fantastic segment. You were probably wondering why I was drinking at the top of the episode, and this would be why.
All right, which one you want to start with?
I don't know if I want to come out the gate with dirty and sex, so maybe hit me with extreme. All right. My grossest habit? Oh God, I don't know. I don't know how gross I want to get with this. My grossest habit. I mean, probably picking my nose. I pick my nose still. Like, I don't know how gross that is. I feel like that's a normal thing that people do, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I pick the hell out of my nose, like, all the time without thinking, sometimes in public, and I forget. I pick the fuck out of my nose all the time. That's one. I bite my nails, too. I have never owned a nail clipper in my life. I've never used a nail clipper. I've bitten my nails. And honestly, you can kind of tell because they're not great nails, but I bite the hell out of my nails.
All right. I'm gonna put an asterisk next to that one because I'm thinking somewhere in there you do something grosser. So that's
no, dude. No, I don't.
That's a quarter strike. Next one. Are you a virgin? Take a shot.
Yeah, I'm taking a shot for this one. No, I'm not.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, guys, I've had sex before, and it was awesome and really long.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've done to impress a crush?
Dude, one time when I was in college, I set my Tinder to, during like COVID, they let you do the passport thing. You could put yourself anywhere in the world. So I put myself in Spain, and I started talking to this girl, and she was like, I'm visiting the town that you're in. I was like, no fucking way. So anyways, I pretended that I knew Spanish. I like would talk to her in Spanish. I would Google Translate everything. Like, I would send her Snapchats in Spanish, or I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I just Google Translate everything. We'd have full-on conversations in Spanish. And she would text me, and I'd copy it, and I'd put it in Google Translate, and I'd come up with my thing and Google Translate it. And I just pretended I knew Spanish this whole time. And then we saw each other in person, and I was like, she like said something in Spanish. I was like, I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry. I do not. That was a lie. That was me lying to you. That was me lying.
We got to pull up the Wingman's Plus speaking Spanish.
Oh, does he have a speaking Spanish video? This guy's awesome, guys. If you want some like dating tips, picking up girls tips, give this guy a look.
He does. Yeah. So my read on it is some of what he is doing is just for SEO. So he like does it in Spanish, but check this out.
Coincidí con una chica mala en Bumble, entonces yo dije, hola linda, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Bien, gracias. ¿Te gusta Shrek? Me encanta. ¿Y a ti? Sí, claro.
Dude, this was literally me.
Gusta. Sí, me encantan los muñequitos. Ella tiene muchas
Dude,
señales
I was
de
dropping that
interés,
ja shit all the time.
Entonces yo dije, eres bonita. ¿Qué buscas aquí? Gracias. Nada en específico. Por primera vez en mi vida no voy a buscar nada.
Thanks, dude. Awesome.
Dude,
Thank you for the help.
Appreciate it, man. I should have watched that video beforehand. I was hitting that ja all the time, dude. She'd say something funny in Spanish. I'd be like, ja.
So what ended up happening?
Oh, she visited, and then I told her I didn't speak Spanish, and then she was like, what? I mean, she spoke fluent English. So, like, it was really a pointless lie. It was just kind of a thing where I started it, and then I didn't know how to say, like, hey, I was actually kind of lying, and that was more of a joke. And it just, like, grew and grew and grew. And it kind of just died. She just didn't ask about it again. I was like, yeah, I just didn't know how to tell you. I don't actually speak Spanish.
Huh.
So, yeah. That was cool. No. Why the fuck?
All right. Did an animal write that?
Well, who in this room likely won't survive a zombie apocalypse? I'm locking in Dave. That's Dave
I
for
agree.
sure. And we know why. We all know why. Oh, shit. I've got a bunch of these. Okay. Probably the most unpopular opinion. I don't think recycling does anything at all. I think recycling, a lot of times in the recycling hole and the trash hole, you lift the trash can up and it's the same fucking bin. And I think me recycling, like me throwing a couple cardboard boxes in the recycling bin, will do nothing when like Taylor Swift or whatever celebrity is taking a private jet to take a piss in their other mansion in Turks and Caicos or whatever. And also, you know, companies dumping a million bajillion gallons of oil in the ocean. I just feel like there's nothing that I could do as a normal guy that's going to counteract the ridiculous amounts of, you know, harm to the earth. But then everyone's like, well, if everyone thinks like you think, then it's just going to get worse. I know. But like, even if everybody was like, let's recycle all the cardboard boxes, like I feel like it wouldn't change anything at all. And maybe that's misinformed. And also I think with
What Disney character do you think is the hottest?
Jasmine probably beat it up. Kim Possible, Shigo was great. It depends on, are we talking about cartoon? I'm assuming we're talking about cartoon. Amy Duncan from
Who's Amy Duncan?
Dude, look up. That might be after your time. It was after my time. I only caught the first few episodes. I think it was Good Luck Charlie. Yeah, Amy Duncan.
This is a Disney character?
Well, she's on a Disney show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Amy Duncan, bro.
Nice.
But if we're talking the cartoon, I don't know. I mean, any of the princesses, probably. Ariel. She probably doesn't have a vagina, actually. Who's a good one? Yeah. Jasmine's a solid pick, I feel like. Cinderella, of course. Oh my God. I went to Disney World when I was like 7, and they have the princesses that dress up or whatever, and Cinderella was at our like brunch. Cinderella was there taking pictures. And I remember being so nervous to take a picture with Cinderella. I was like almost crying. And my family was like, go, go, go. I was like, I don't know. Is she going to like me? Like, I don't know if I can. I was like, I got to find this picture. I was like, I don't know. Like, maybe she's busy. She doesn't want to, you know, spend her time with a commoner like me. She's a princess. Like, I don't understand. And I took a picture with her. And I was so nervous. I'm like hover handing Cinderella like above her shoulder. I'm like, there's like my eyes are welling up with tears, and and I was freaking out, dude. I took that picture and I was like, holy shit,
That's really funny.
oh my God, it's tweaking.
Have you ever been fired from a job?
No, actually, surprisingly, I've definitely should have been fired a few times for some jobs, but I've never been fired from a job ever in my life. I came close at Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was the closest I've ever come to getting fired. Just because I like hated that job so much, sometimes I just wouldn't show up. And I'm like, this seems like a normal Pizza Hut employee thing to do, just not show up. And then there were a few times where she'd be like, if you don't get in here right now, you're out of a job. And I'm like, oh, fuck. $5 an hour or whatever it was. What am I going to do? But yeah, that's probably the closest I've been to getting fired. I haven't been too close anywhere else. I don't think so. But no. Yeah, let's move on to dirty and sex. I haven't had a drink yet.
Right,
I haven't
that's
had a
what I was
shot at the
thinking.
top, but
What's the weirdest role play you've ever done?
I'm gonna take a shot for this because I've never done role play like ever. I don't think I can't think of a time where I've been like, because that's so awkward to me. That's so awkward to be like, all right, listen, you're gonna be the busty nurse, and I'm gonna be the patient who has a backache, and you're gonna walk in and you're gonna be like, oh man, your back hurts. That's because your balls are full of cum, and I gotta get it out. That's why your back hurts. But I haven't taken a shot yet, and I want to, so I'm going to now. But I have not done any role play because I'm just it would be too awkward of a conversation. bottoms up, people. Oh my god. Oh
morning.
yeah, nothing like Casamigos, baby. It tastes like every other tequila ever in the world.
Unless they sponsor the pod.
Oh, I didn't even have to do that. I was getting bored over here.
What?
Yeah, you can just refresh the page at all. I don't know why we programmed the website like that.
What's your most embarrassing sexual
I shouldn't have.
fantasy?
Okay, I shouldn't. I didn't know they were going to get actually uncomfortable. I shouldn't have wasted a shot on that earlier one. I feel like I'm gonna take a shot for this one. Oh fuck! I shouldn't have wasted a shot. That's so dumb. I just thought they were all gonna be like easy base hits. I mean, I could list off sexual fantasies, but most embarrassing. Yeah, I like to get cucked, dude. I want to see my lady get railed. That's my favorite thing. No, of course I'm lying. That's my worst nightmare, actually. That's the opposite of my fantasy. All right, well, fuck me. I guess I'm going to...
I was walking down the street a few days ago and I ran into one of my buddies and I hadn't seen him in maybe like a few months. And the last thing we had talked about was threesomes, which I had forgotten about. And he comes up to me. He's like, yo, what's up, man? Like, I had a threesome. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. He's like, yeah, well, it was on that, not that good. And I was like, oh, what happened? And he was like, I couldn't get hard. And I was like, that, happens to the best of us. And he was like, yeah,
but
I
he
mean,
fucked
like,
her good, though. So
he was like, yeah, I mean, the thing was like, it wasn't really a threesome. It was this guy watching me fuck his girlfriend. And I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds hard. That sounds difficult. And he was like, yeah. And they were both 60. And it's like,
oh my God, dude.
I was like, dude, I actually don't blame you for having
not
trouble getting hard. Yeah.
I too would probably struggle to maintain an erection.
Yeah.
If I'm hitting this 6-year-old and her husband is watching me.
Yeah. And then he actually, just to put a pin on the story, he was like, we were right by a bodega and he was like, yo, do you want to come in and like we were just talking. He was like, you want to come in while I buy some shit? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. We can keep talking. But he didn't need to buy anything. He just bought weed from the bodega. So I just am like with him on a drug deal while he's like cash apping this guy for an eighth of weed. I was like, all right, well, it was good to see you, dude.
All right, man. Well, this is a great experience. I'm glad that we shared this with each other. It just got gradually more ridiculous, and you just had to be like, oh, cool, that's fine. Oh, they were 60. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, good on him. I felt
good on him. That, whatever. You could technically say that's a threesome, I guess. But, yeah, I guess I'm taking a shot on this one because I feel like, honestly, though, taking the shot makes it seem like I've got some crazy, insane shit. It's not crazy, insane shit. I just don't want people knowing all my business. Pegged. I like getting pegged. All right, sue me. It's my favorite.
Next one. How many people have you slept with?
God damn, dude. I hate this shit. Dude. I hate the dirty and sex.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the dirty and sex category.
You can give a range of 10.
I can give a range of 10.
I'll give you that. Like it could be like you can be like 0 to 10 people.
Okay, 20 to 30 people.
Okay. Nice.
Fucking sick, dude. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
What's your biggest sex fantasy? We already did that.
Have you ever done a strip tease for someone? I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Dude, that Alfredo's talking right now.
Alfredo's doing a striptease. in your ass.
Yeah, it's doing a striptease in my asshole. Have I hooked up with a friend? Yeah, dude.
What, dude?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. How many times a week do you touch yourself?
Now, not as much. If you asked me this a year ago, every single day. Every day, maybe twice a day, depending on how stressful the day was. Because I look at masturbation as like, this is like brushing my teeth. You know, it's just something you do in the day and then you're done and that'll be it. You know, it's just like I brush my teeth before I go to bed. I rub one out before I go to bed, and that's how that works. Now, though, I'm an adult. I've got busy days. Sometimes I don't want to sit down and jerk off. You know, I don't really watch porn anymore, because I feel like that is the problematic part. That fries the brain. But coming, dude, come on, got to probably 5 times a week. 6 times a week. I just went on that whole rant about how I used to do every day, and now it's like 1 or 2 days less. I'm so different now. My mindset is so shifted. It's unbelievable. 5 days.
Yeah, I'm a reformed. I'm a member of the
gooner. I used to goon all the time, and now I'm using the lingo. That's what that word means.
What's the weirdest place you've ever masturbated?
Oh, dude. On planes. That was probably the weirdest. That one's on planes is weird. But I'm like, I'm never gonna get my Mile High Club status. This is the closest I'll ever get. So I might as well just. But like when you're walking back to your seat, it feels like everyone knows, like everyone's kind of like, that was kind of too long for a poop. And I'm like, shit. That's only happened one time though. And that was a crisis situation. I had to get that out of me. Another weird, I mean, when I was a youth, like in middle school, I was a demon, dude. I used to go home and fuck my couch. That couch is my little bitch in the guest room. That's a weird place. The office of my home growing up, the crevice in the couch when I was in 7th grade, that was my little bitch. And I would, unload into this couch when I was in 7th grade. And that was pretty weird too. So probably those two.
I have a friend who is a grown adult man who travels for business because he's a grown adult man. And when he wants to beat off in a hotel room, he just busts on the floor.
I have done that as well. because it is a hotel. It's their job to clean it up. They're going to clean it up. It's not my place. I will say, not often do I opt for busting on the floor, but if the occasion's right, maybe. Because I used to travel for business all the time. And there's a part of your brain that just wants to fucking decimate this hotel room. You're like, I'm gonna rub my balls on the coffee maker, I think. Like there's just a part of your brain that's like, it just unlocks a deviant in you.
All right. Have you ever slept with someone from work?
Yes. Next question.
If you were writing an erotic novel, what would it be about?
It'd be about a dragon with 7 penises.
Okay.
And this 7-penised dragon, it would fuck the town. It would fuck the whole town. And there would be a hero. There would be a hero that had to pull the sword out of the stone and then cut off all 7 penises of the dragon in one swift motion, as the prophecy foretold.
Mhm.
The prophecy foretold of a hero that would cut off the 7 dicks of the 7-dick dragon in one swift motion, and that's what would happen. I don't know if you've that's a dumb bit, but that's not too far off from reality. I don't know if you've seen there's this thing going around, it's called BookTok. Like that's like on TikTok, it's called BookTok. But you know, people like to think that they're an intellectual and like, I'm reading and I'm on BookTok. But all of BookTok is literally just reading fantasy smut. That's all of BookTok. It's like, have you guys read the book about the fairy with dicks on its wings that fucks the ogre? Like, that's the whole, like, you're not better than me because you're reading porn. You know? Like, the whole, like, everyone on BookTok is like, you guys got to read A Kotar or whatever. I don't even know what that acronym stands for, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, A Kotar. And it's about, like, you know, dragons that suck each other's dicks or whatever. And I'm like, how does that make you an intellectual? So anyways, do women actually masturbate to romantic novels? Did you see that, Quora?
No, I didn't see this. Is that what it said?
Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll down. Do women actually masturbate to romance novels? Why would you ask this question? What is the point? What is the point in receiving this answer? I've been known to masturbate to romance novels. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
People know me for masturbating to romance novels. Yes, we do. A girl has needs too. Just make sure you have plenty of lube and fresh batteries. What? Fresh batteries for your vibrator, I guess? I thought those were like chargeable.
How much sex can my novel have without it being classified as a romance novel? I think 1, right? If you're like 1, I guess you could have ones. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I kind of get the sex book thing, though, because I remember I used to be a big book guy. I used to love reading. When I was in like 6th through 8th grade, really 4th through 8th grade, I read all the time. Like, I read so many books that one time my eyes got stuck in a position where they were kind of crossed because I had like a strain in my eyeballs because I would read for like 7 hours a day. And I remember Harry Potter got me a little bit horny because there was like a romance part of like Hermione and Harry or something. And I was like, oh my fucking God, I hope they fuck. That would be crazy. And so I get it. I gotta get it, you know. Anyways, so hopefully that answers the question.
It's the
Dear fella, I'm having issues on deciding what to do with my life. I have a lot of different interests, so could do a lot of different things. I also have a really solid job, but I'm not sure I can do it for the rest of my life. I'm wondering how you made the big change in your life and what drove you to become a full-time streamer. I know having more time to focus on streaming was part of it, but was there anything else?
Excellent question. I always love these kinds of questions. I get these questions from time to time, and this is me taking off my funny haha hat and putting on my, I guess, serious for a second hat. I love these questions because like I struggled for a long time figuring out what I was going to do and what my path was going to be, et cetera, as everyone does, though. This is like a very commonly shared experience, you know, as you graduate college, figuring out what your plan is moving forward. Which is why I wanted to be a career coach for a period of my life. I thought that would be my calling. In terms of deciding on streaming, it just made sense relative to what I was doing at the time. Like I knew this was something I always wanted to do. Not necessarily like streaming or whatever, but like, you know, entertainment and, having an audience and making videos and being creative, et cetera, shit like that. I knew that was something I wanted to do for a long time. And I finally got to the point where I could comfortably quit my current job and do, streaming and all that. But you find career paths that supplement your needs, right? So like I knew I wanted to entertain and be in that industry and have an audience, XYZ. But that personality type also fits well with jobs such as like sales and, specific industries in like selling in specific industries, right? So I found jobs and career paths that would like kind of fill that need. So that would be my suggestion to you. Is just figure out what your priorities are, what you like doing, what you don't like doing. It's much easier to figure out what you don't like doing than figuring out what you like doing. So, you try something, you're like, wow, I fucking hate that shit. Like I started out pre-med for a period of time and I knew I didn't like I liked the idea of working in medicine, but I did not like the source material. And I didn't like the idea of going to school for that long. So I quit that, switched to marketing when I was in college. So just, it's a process. It's like you just got to find what jobs fit your needs, like establish your needs and what you enjoy doing, and then find jobs that supplement that, regardless of whether it makes sense to pursue that job based on your major, because that matters kind of less so. And that, I guess that's it. There you go.
Well put. Okay. This is could be serious, could be funny, depending on your
Excellent
perspective on the matter. Okay. I recently got a role of vice president of finance for a club in my nursing faculty. All my friends were excited and happy for me, of course, except one. He said, basically, quote, "You got the role because nobody else wanted it." While it is true, I didn't have to get voted in and basically immediately got the role, but the way he worded it was weird. I called him out on it on Snapchat texts. Okay, helpful in some ways.
Seems like
to set the scene. And during the argument, he did not once apologize, and instead he said he will act the way I expect him to, because what kind of friend downgrade your achievements instead of congratulating them? This happened months ago, but I still feel bad, guilty, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Should I break the silence and be friends with him again? Or is it delusion and I could possibly like him, but I'm in denial? I didn't get to that part. It's an interesting kind of
that
self-analysis.
Through that last sentence in there. Completely changed the dynamic of this. I don't think the way you're reacting to this is because you like him. I don't think. I will say that. I think the way you're reacting to this is a way in which a normal person would react to getting shit on. Because if you get this position, right, and then this guy's like, you only got that position because fucking nobody went for it, you dumb, stupid bitch. I think most people would be like, wow, I'm not going to be friends with this guy. I don't think it has anything to do with like, well, I kind of have feelings for him and I'm guarding my heart. I think he was just kind of a dickhead and you're acting, how you should. And, whether you got this position because no one else ran for it or not, it sounds like you did. And it sounds like you did. So maybe he was just busting your balls, but it sounds like a little bit more toxic than that. Who gives a fuck? You got the position, whatever. That guy's kind of shitting on you. If you're that close of friends or you want to be with this guy, like you said at the last sentence out of left field, then, that would be a conversation you need to have with this guy and be like, yo, that did not make me feel good when you said that I only got this position because no one else ran for it or whatever. So I think you have that's like a valid response. Whatever. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. But I'm going to level with you, lady. I don't know. But from what I can tell, he was kind of shitting on you, and that's not cool. All right? And
what do you make of her self-analysis that maybe she has a latent crush on this guy? Consider that.
To even bring that up, I would think that you just have a crush on this guy, and maybe that's why you're so hurt that you submitted this advice thing. Because to even bring that up, it's like that's like a thought in your brain. So, maybe you do have a crush on this guy, and maybe you should bring that to the forefront and be like, yo, what the fuck? I totally had a crush on you, and then you said all this. Actually, do not phrase it like that. That's probably a bad idea. But I don't know. I don't know y'all's personal relationship, but maybe, I don't know, just talk to him about it. Just get to the bottom of why he said that, because that's kind of mean to just say. Yeah, I guess. And then kind of decide whether you want a relationship with this guy or not, since you dropped that bomb at the end there.
All right, last one.
Yup.
My boyfriend and I live with his almost 30-year-old brother, and I have lived with him for the past 4 years. We just moved into a house together in June, and ever since, this man has nonstop been on our ass about every single thing we do. Yet, when it comes to his video games, this man will be downstairs in the living room screaming and beating his gaming chair to death to the point where it feels like we are going through an earthquake. How do we address the unnecessary gamer rage?
You let him game. You let this guy fucking game, and you let him deal with it how he so pleases. No, don't, if you're dealing with shit roommates, all you can do is have a conversation and be like, yo, you fucking suck dick, dude. You're an awful roommate. So you need to have a conversation with this guy and be like, hey, when you get killed in Call of Duty or, what have you, maybe don't baby rage and break a bunch of shit and make a bunch of noise. Internalize that. Maybe, I don't know, punch your chest or something. I don't know. Do something, because there's no reason for this guy to get outwardly angry and be like, rah, 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 like so often that it is a problem in your household. Like so often that every night he's like, fuck. And you would think that, like, when I play games and games make me want to kill myself, I just stop playing the game because I'm like, this sucks. I can't stand this. So I don't know. Maybe that guy needs a bit of a reality check. But yeah, just talk to him. Be like, yo, it's not cool for you to baby rage all the time. You're 30 years old. Also, you're 30. You're 30. You're 30. You're 30. You're 30 years old. We can't be beating our chair so loud that it sounds and feels like an earthquake. You're 30. You should have a mortgage. You should have a family is what you should have. You should have kids. God damn it. And you're living, with your younger sister and her man. So just talk to this guy. Be like, yo, not cool, dude. Also, be like, you can't be harping on us if you're doing this bullshit, bro. So there you go. Consider yourself therapized. That's some advice for you. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Normal Show. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are listening on another platform, make sure to save or favorite this, whatever you do on those other platforms. I don't really know. But anyways, thank you guys for the support. Episodes come out every Wednesday. I will see you on the next one. The Normal Show is produced by Harry Krinsky and Dave Bonowitz. Our editor is Dave Bonowitz. Theme music and graphics by Matt Zimmerman. We will see you next week.